Yes, people. Scousers in London, we are back. We are back. Today, I am joined by O and Fizz. How you guys doing today?
Good as we
Well,
can
man.
be, bro, man.
In this current situation, yeah,
Trust
good
me.
as can be, man.
So I like to hear. All right, ladies and gents, thank you for joining us this evening on our new show, the Transfer Watch. We're just giving you a little insight into all the news, transfers, incoming and outgoings at Liverpool Football Club. Cool. Where should we even start? What's the best place to start? There you go. Ben Davies joined Sheffield United on loan. Oh, I'm going to ask you this question. So in regards to Ben Davies, obviously, as people like to say, and as some people like to call him, the basement boy. Chat to me about Ben Davies joining Sheffield, because the way I look at it is, obviously, he's joined Sheffield United. That's absolutely fine. But what are we doing with him? I don't really get it. Like, is he going to stay at some point in time, or I don't know? Chat to me.
Man, I can't lie to you. I'm very shocked at that. I thought Nat Phillips was going. I thought, I thought Nat Phillips was going to be one to go. He would kind of stay. He would help in the cup games and whatnot, just in case, out of the two, out of Nat Phillips and him, I thought, Nat Phillips would be worth a lot more money because of this absolutely amazing season he had last season. And it surprised me because I thought, cup games, we never really crack on or push for cup games. I thought that could be his thing, and he never really had a chance to go. But I do think it's actually great business. Like, honestly, I think it's great business when you think about how much. I think initially it was like just under $1 million what we paid for him, and I think they pay like 500,000, and if Sheffield United go up, then it's another 500 or something like that. So I think that's a good piece of business. I can see Nat Phillips joining that as well, to be fair.
But what do you think, like, in terms of why didn't we just sell him? As in, what would be the benefit of loaning him? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or do you think it's a case of Klopp still kind of worried with the centre backs because Virgil's just come back? Joe Gomez, obviously, again, both just come back, but they're still kind of nursing through Gomez more so. And then you've got Matip kind of thing, who's also kind of injury prone. Like,
yeah, no, honestly, I think it's one of those things where, I'm hoping there's an opportunity in there that come January or so we can loan him back if there is any of those issues. I think he's so far down the pecking order. We're looking to get people out of the club, and I don't know anyone was looking to buy him. It was more of a sense of maybe he comes back in January if there is any more injuries, we have a freak type of season again. But I'm surprised you didn't just sell him. But I can see the intent. But then it kind of confuses me for what he wants to do with Nat Phillips then. So I don't know. Maybe Nat Phillips will stay because I thought Nat Phillips was worth more money. So I thought he would have, kept Ben Davies. But it's a smart piece of business if Sheffield United go up as well. So it'll be good.
No, that's dope. No, I feel you, man. What about you, Fizz, man? Talk to me. What are you feeling about Ben Davies?
I don't know why we didn't sell him, man. I genuinely don't know why we didn't sell him. We should have just sold him. It's not making no sense. We brought in Konate. We've got a couple centre backs already that's just come back from injury. I understand the lesson of Gomez and Matip and maybe just sending Ben Davies out on loan. But at the same time, I just think it's just a waste of time, man. Like, he's not gonna get into the Liverpool team, in my opinion, anyway. Still, so yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think we should have just sold him, to be honest.
Nah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Again, I don't really understand as to why, like, we've kind of kept him here, and then all we're going to do is just literally just loan him out, kind of thing. Like, I don't really understand. We may as well have just sold him, to be honest with you, especially after then getting in Konate at the beginning of the summer. So I just felt like it was kind of a weird one, man. But I guess it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So even looking towards the other outgoings that we've had, obviously we've had the latest one, which is Shaqiri joining Lyon. Now, Shaqiri has been here. Excuse me. Shaqiri has been here at least what, give or take, what's that, 4 seasons? 4 seasons, I think.
Yeah, about three, 4 seasons.
Like
4 seasons. There you go. There you go. So it's like, all right, cool. He's been in 3 or 4 seasons. He's only played about, I think, 63 games. He's got a goal return of 8 and 9 assists. Are we missing him by him leaving? I'll ask you, Fizz. Are we missing him? Are we gonna miss him now that he's gone?
I'll be so real with you, yeah. I'll be so real with you. Yeah? Shaqiri, he was one of our fringe players, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're missing him, but he's still a good case to kind of fall on because he did score a couple important goals for us and a couple of assists as well. But we don't need him. But I understand because the fans, we want to bring in quality players, innit? We want to bring in world-class players because we're a world-class team. So
Yeah,
I think getting rid of like players like Shaqiri, it makes sense, but we'll see this season. Hopefully we have no injuries, man, because boy, Shaqiri isn't a bad player to come off of the bench, you know. I think he's definitely got one of the best left feet in the Liverpool squad, so who knows? We'll see how it goes. But that kind of upset me as well, man. I didn't really want Shaqiri to go, but if it has to be done, it has to be done, man.
No.
What about you? I know you want to get rid of all of the fringe.
He was exodus. He got everybody out.
You know what it is?
Make one point.
Yeah, go on. Do your thing.
I want everyone to comment. I want people that's watching to comment. Yeah, I'm gonna make this one point. Me and Fairs were saying when they first offered like €6 million, me and Fairs was like, nah, that's not enough money. It's like 4 million, £4 million. And we was like, no. G was like, get him out. Who cares? No care. Like, it doesn't matter. Just sell. Who cares? Why we was trying to look for bargains? But me and Fairs stood tall and we said, no, we can at least get 10 to 12. We can at least recruit what we bought him for.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then it came out later that we did that.
Listen. We
sold him. Wait, hold on. What was the exact figure? 10 mil, yeah? Was it 10 mil?
It was 9.5 for some add-ons or
9.5, but with some add-ons, isn't it? Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'll ask you both right there below. Outside Anfield, he's worth 11 to 15 mil. Do you both think that he was worth 11 to 15 mil? Hold on, before I finish. Do you think it was then worth us that like doing all of this haggling for that money that we got in the end?
Yes. Yes, because you're going from 4 million to 10. That's some good money.
Okay,
bro,
no. Okay,
10 million is a big difference, you know.
Considering how much we bought him for that.
I'm not saying that that's not a big jump. That's a 6 million. That's a 6 million jump, right? Cool. I'm good with that. No. Yeah. And I hear you. Everyone who's saying that, I hear what you're saying. What I'm trying to get at is explain to me where that money is going now. Why we had to haggle so much that where is this money?
That's going back in the pot.
Well, then here we go. And this is the point I'm trying to make is that, yes, cool, we sold him. Yeah, obviously I'm happy that we were able to sell him for more than what they were trying to give us in the beginning. But let's be honest, what they were trying to offer from the beginning, that was his worth. Let's not be silly. At the end of the day, he's been here for about 4 seasons. Or 3 seasons.
I think it's 3, you know. It's 3 seasons, yeah.
3 seasons he's been here. He hasn't really contributed that much. Yes, he's had his highlight moments. And I'm not trying to discredit Shaqiri because I do like him and I do think he is a genuinely decent option to have. He's not a starter. He's a very good option to have off the bench. But that's as good as it gets. Let's move on from that and all the sentiment behind these players. And let's start getting in some better quality now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, he just wasn't of consistent enough quality to give us that kind of push to be able to say, all right, we can trust you. I don't think Klopp really trusted him, which is why he was able to leave, relatively easily, if I'm being honest with you.
We got some good comments from outside Anfield. He says, Liverpool are very funny with money and we're offering every man contracts. We need that 6 million contract. Then he goes on to say, don't you want Salah to stay? Mane, Robbo, signed BBD, Fabinho, Trent, all of them in their best positions in the world. right now, and then wages. So that's where our peak, bro. So that's where they think the money's gone, and that's where they're saying the money's gone. Because you have to, we do look at salaries different. I think, especially over here, I think we look at wages and we say stuff like, "Oh yeah, that's fine, kind of wages," but we don't think like. Don't get me wrong. I don't. It's an excuse to me, but I still think we look at wages. We don't think about how wages add up. How you could, how, you know what I mean, 6 million a year and whatnot, 6 million a week or whatever it is, or a month, whatever they make. It all adds up in the end. So with this money is now be a kitty for something else. But I do agree with you. I do think that with the money we was promised that if we sell specific players and do stuff, well, not from the board, but that was the what we thought. If we sell players, then like Shaqiri and that, then we'll start looking and we'll actually make some movement in the window. But it's been quiet.
I think that's what even. Well, this is even outside Anfield. What you said about the wages, I get that. Like, and if I'm being honest, at the end of the day, at elite clubs, the wages are always peak, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, they should be peak. I expect the wages to be of a high level because you've only got, you know, world class players more or less in most of your positions that we've signed these players in. So Robbo, Van Dijk, all of them, they all deserve to be on big money, to be honest, because let's be real, if they go somewhere else, they'd make way more money playing for another team. We are lucky, very, very lucky that we have a manager like Klopp who everybody wants to play for. And we're in that kind of space now where this is almost the kind of team to be at if you want to build something. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But that could quickly change. That all it takes is another bad season, potentially a player or two to go. It's not hard. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yes, the wages might be peak, but we just got to deal with that. And I can't really use that. I don't want to use that as some form of an excuse as to why we're not out there trying to compete with the other teams out there and, you know, for the other players. But, you know, that's just Liverpool in itself. Even just looking around in regards to another player, another fringe player who left Liverpool, always gone to Hearts on loan, Ben Woodburn. Oh, talk to me about Ben Woodburn. Anybody, talk to me about Ben Woodburn. Because this
I'm
guy...
gonna say
one
thing. Why? I remember when Klopp first came and he was giving Ben Woodburn a chance when he was 17 and whatnot. It's not working. We're wasting. I don't care what no one says. If he comes good in a few years, remember this, save this, right now, I'll sign it, whatever. It's not working. Why? We're wasting a lot of time. I'm sorry, in terms of his development, I don't feel he's anywhere further in his development than he was then. Personally.
I feel you.
So for me, I agree with you. Why are we keeping these type of players around and not trying to be active? Yes, okay, he's a youth player and whatnot, but is he going to really be starting in the squad? To be fair, the way we're going, he could be starting in the squad soon. But is he really going to start the squad in the next years? No, I don't think so. So what is the point? Like, what's the point?
No, it's definitely that youth in them. That's why we're definitely keeping them, I reckon. I think that's why.
No, I back Fears on this one. Like, I actually agree. I think it's something to do with, because of his age, we've just looked at it like, we can keep him for a few more years. He's an academy. He's kind of an academy product, so it's not like we're going to be losing out on him unless someone comes in for a crazy bid. So I think that's why the club have just kind of said, you know what, let's just keep loaning him. Maybe he'll get better. He had an unsuccessful kind of loan at Blackpool. Didn't play that many games. I think it was about 2 or 3 or something like that. But then injury again took its toll. He's come back under 23 side back end of last season. You could just tell he's above that level. Like, playing in that football, he's above that level. But then you're not ready for first team. So then I'm starting to think, okay, well, this Hearts move, if it doesn't go well, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. You gotta go.
I'd speak of players like Ojo and Kent and those players, and I think ability wise and understanding the game, they were levels ahead of him.
Oh, facts.
But
yeah,
you know what I mean. So
Ojo,
for me, it's
he's quality. I like him.
So I mean, I hear you. Don't get me wrong, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. We got some more comments. Here we go. Shaq said his problem was he needs to play in a midfield three.
No, where?
Who's that in regards to? Shaq?
Yeah, Shaq's problem was Klopp saw him as a Salah backup, but he needs to play in the midfield three.
Yeah, he can't. He was never gonna get that Salah position. Let's be real, innit? So I see
But
him.
who's gonna get
Klopp
it
trying
then?
to put him in midfield.
Is the position just locked for life, like until Salah retires, that no one can take that position now?
Let's be real, bro. Salah's the best winger in the Premier League, bro. So
yeah,
I'm not.
It's like, and we're not.
disputing that.
No, but you know what the problem is, though. We're not signing or trying to get people to actually challenge them. We keep buying average squad players, and that doesn't help us because, like I say all the time, there's no.
Wait. Before you carry on, is Jota an average squad player? Just out of curiosity.
Nah, but see for me, Jota, the front three for me, Bobby gets dropped.
Facts. I'm loving how we've been starting the season, to be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
With Jota up front. And I think Firmino plays better when he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because he changes the game. He changes the game. But
and Jota press 100%. One of the best. He presses from the front. It's one of the best. He runs effortlessly, and he just keeps on going until the 60th minute, and he runs his poor self out.
Nah, it's just annoying, man. Like even Woodburn, heck, I would have thought maybe even Woodburn might have been able to kind of get himself into over a period of time, like Curtis Jones. You know, you just feed your way in, kind of thing, blah blah blah. But man, that guy, he's just he's going into that kind of basement kind of territory where you're just thinking, all right, you're gonna sit here for a while and then you're gonna have to go purely because we ain't really got the space for you at the moment, and you haven't developed enough that we're even gaining that much interest in you. But
you know what, again, though? Going back to the Shaqiri him going, I can't lie to you, I thought we'd get a replacement, but I said this before, and I think he sees Elliot, his level of football and the type of player he is, he gives me Shaqiri vibes without the actual, without the experience and stuff, but he gives me Shaqiri vibes in it, like at a young level. So I feel like, and I think I read it the other day. I said it on like the way he plays, like young, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot for him to learn. Elliot.
Okay.
And Shaqiri.
Oh yeah. Okay, no. I can see where he's going.
And I said it when I did that watch along, and I think Klopp or James Pearce or someone said something like he sees Elliot as a Shaqiri type replacement, and I wasn't happy with it, but I could see that. I still think you can't really, you got to be careful with asking a lot from your youth players, but I can see it. I called it. I can see it. What do you guys think?
Did you say we're asking a lot from the youth players?
As in Elliot.
When you say youth, what age are we talking though? Because football sometimes it ain't really an age thing, Because we look at what Mbappe has achieved at his age. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
I don't think
the difference between an Mbappe, because I know people always like I sometimes
there's not just Mbappe. There's other young players that I can mention as well. That
but you couldn't name a young player as good as Mbappe. Maybe Haaland, or like if I don't know how old Haaland is, but like in terms of
Haaland, I think Haaland is younger.
Cool. So he might even be younger. So those two are playing at a level 28-year-olds. They're not playing at these 18-year-old, 19, 21-year-olds. They're playing at 28-year-olds, experienced players, world-class form, consistency, won World Cups. You know what I mean? Like they're doing so much. Sancho, and again, he's another one. Do you know what I mean? They've done so much from such a young age. Elliot ain't done nothing. Zero. In comparison to those guys. Those guys have gone to World Cup finals, played in Champions Leagues at the ages of between 18 and 21. Elliot ain't done that. So there's a massive difference in terms of where they're at in their careers and stuff like that, which is why I get when you said that you weren't really feeling it when they're trying to say that Elliot's kind of replacing Shaq, because at the end of the day he's 18 with not that much experience at top level. Well, he's got no experience at top level, but he's only got a bit of experience of men's football in general. I don't know, you're going to try and walk into a world-class team and have to try and replace Not to say he's not good enough, and he might show that he actually is, but it's hard to just kind of pin the hopes on that to think, okay, well, he's going to be the guy kind of thing. Whereas Mbappe at 18, Monaco winning the league, you know, they'll do it too much. Like, you can't.
Like, set a standard, and it was above there. Like if you said something like Jude Bellingham, I would say, okay, he's got the experience, he's got this, he's got that. I can say that. But yeah, someone like Elliot just had a good season. I wouldn't say it's the best season for a winger.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the best. It was just good.
Blackburn, it was good, and he's showing his worth. But it's like there's still a lot of difference he needs to learn. But I know your favourite's coming next.
Oh my God! All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this quickly,
guys. Comment.
Yeah, guys, please. You know what, guys? Let us know in the comments below. Should Origi stay or should he go? I didn't even mean to rhyme that, but we're here now.
Oh, another thing we forgot about him. Look, we forgot he did play for Fulham. I mean, did he though? He did, but
no. We're not counting. We can't count that.
Yeah, but did he play? Did he?
He might have, but I'm not counting him. I'm not counting him. Origi, oh my Lord!
I can't lie. You see this football. You see football. Yeah, it comes with experience, man. See, the more game time you get, the better you get, man. And that's the thing. You see, even with Origi, man. Yeah, what do you reckon, man? Because if Origi was to be our main number 9, he was to play like at least 30 games in the league, yeah? How many goals do you reckon he'll get for Liverpool?
About 12. I have confidence that Origi on Origi who gets a run of games will bag. He'll bag as much as Firmino bags now. Let's put it that way.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's just because he doesn't. It's because he doesn't.
Think of the numbers we comparing him to. Firmino's not scored a lot of goals, you know.
Exactly what I say. He's back about.
That's true. Firmino didn't get 12 goals in the league, man. He didn't get.
You know what it is though?
He didn't even. I think he got like 9.
No, but I mean like 30 games, like where he's gonna start 30 games. Origi would probably bag. Like he's not a dead finisher.
I don't think so. No,
and you're 100% right for thinking that, because usually it will be me who thinks that.
Yeah, I know, right? No, and I'll tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you why. His movement is awful.
Right.
His footballing brain is awful. His finishing is okay. I don't think he's the complete. Like, he's not. You think so? You think so?
Disrespecting him, bro.
Bro,
when
you guys watch, yeah, no, well, you know, I'm exaggerating, but what I'm saying is, like, if you think about it, when you watch him play, his move, do you like his movement?
No. But at the same time,
I've seen
him get into the right places a couple times, bro.
He's quite lazy. To me, he's a lazy striker.
But do you know what it comes with though? That's what I'm talking about. Game time. If Origi is starting all the time, he's playing 90 minutes and he's playing for at least 30 games in the season, bro. You're gonna see a different type of Origi, bro. Do you know what? When we sell Origi, I guarantee Origi's gonna bang elsewhere. I guarantee.
I mean, that is going to be good for Origi. He went Wolfsburg. He went Wolfsburg, and he went to a team. I can't remember what team he went in the French league. Yeah, I swear they gave him back to us. Like they gave him back to. He was terrible, bro. Like, he was voted in the worst team back in the day in the French league or something like that. You have to remember. The thing about me is, how we like to play football. It would never suit Origi. So I'm not saying it's just him. The style of football we play, to be up front, for Liverpool, you have to be a lot of you have to be aggressive, but you also have to press.
It's a lot of running still.
Naturally and you have to naturally be a striker who is unselfish and wants to, because we play through Mo Salah and Mane. You know that's what we do. So you kind of got to be able to take the L and say, I'm not going to score all the goals. I'm here to link up. He's not that type of person going to take the ball down and flick it on, or he don't want to be that type of player. He wants to be
loving this. Look at his.
He wants.
You know what it is. I spent a whole year talking about Origi and him having to leave, and it just felt like I was the only person.
Johnny.
But yes, Johnny. Yeah, Johnny. He knows what he's talking about.
But outside will tell me you don't think he's lazy. I'm telling you, Origi is the type of striker And the reason why I say this is he's the type of striker that wants to stay up the field and you give him the ball and he turns and shoots.
Yeah, 100%.
Name me the top. I was gonna say top 6, but name me the top 3 teams that do that. That you can't be in a top squad and do that. You have to come short. You have to be able to link up play. You have to be able to add so much more to your game. And I think I agree with what you're saying, Fizz, because I think we've damaged him as a player in a sense of not damaged him, but he's not good enough to play for our team. But he needs to. So he needs to go somewhere. Like if he went to another team, I think he would score goals because they suit his type of play. But we don't suit his type of play, and that's damaging us because he don't play. He doesn't play. He hardly was even on the bench. So I definitely agree with you. But he needs to go,
that's
man.
affecting him. I hear you.
Yeah, I think with Origi, I think you got to realize we gave him a contract for no reason. I mean, I don't feel like what he did in that. I think emotions got the better of Liverpool.
It was a thank you.
Yeah, exactly. The emotions. That's not. He wasn't getting that because he deserved it. I don't think he didn't deserve to get a new contract. What he deserved was just the recognition of what you've done. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's a thing of that. I think that's what then angered Liverpool fans even more is that you've gone out and given this guy a new contract on whatever wages he's on now, and that could have gone to a 10 times better player. Now, again, not to disrespect him, because I do think, given more games,
he says that every time. He says that every time. You know, not to disrespect him,
because it's not. I don't want to sound like I'm calling him shit or anything, because I'm not actually calling him shit. It is just a case of what O said. We need a striker who presses. We need a striker who is just a bit more active. Do you get it? And he's not that guy. He'll never be that guy. Klopp has tried to put him on the left, tried to put him down the middle in a 2. He might as well put him in goal because he ain't never going to play. So, yeah, I think we should just kind of move on from Divock, get as much money as we possibly can for him, and then we can kind of jiggy onto the next player. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But that then leads me on to literally, I was just about to ask. That leads me on to my next thing. Well, 2 things actually. 2 things. First thing, in regards to Wijnaldum, just quickly, do we need to replace Wijnaldum? Firstly, yes or no?
Yes.
Fizz? Just based on what you've seen so far.
To leave, innit? Do you know what?
Yeah, no, that's calm. He's gone now.
Yeah.
So talk to me.
Yeah, no, definitely, we do. But do you know what it is? Yeah, have you looked at our midfield? Our midfield is still kind of jam packed, you know. But is it the quality? I don't know.
Quality?
Because I'll go through our midfielders. Yeah.
Go on.
So we've got Hendo, Thiago, Fabinho, Curtis Jones, James Milner, Oxlade. Who else have we got in midfield that's realistically going to be playing for us?
Curtis Jones, you said, Ox, Keita, Thiago, Fabinho, Hendo.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's I've named seven midfielders. Yeah. Yeah. Out of the 7 midfielders, who are you picking? Who are the 3 that you're picking? Thiago, Hendo, Fab?
I mean, I think that's by default, though. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just like a default 3. Like, it's the safest 3 that you could go with.
Yeah.
So, who are we replacing Ginny with?
This is what I'm asking you. Do you think we need to replace Ginny?
My problem is exactly what Johnny said. He plays every game. He plays every game. He can play. He's played that CDM role to cover as well. So it shows you he can do both. We know for Holland he can go going forward, but that's not what we asked him to do. My argument is our midfield are a bunch of sick notes and they're aging. We can't like JIMBO, Keita, all these people you've named, Harvey Elliott we're naming in now, Curtis Jones. To me, Curtis Jones should still be like a fringy player who comes in and whatnot. But we're talking and we're naming him in a squad to go and try and win the league. Or like for me, he's someone who should just be integrated here and there. JIMBO's not good enough.
Curtis Jones needs to be a player. this season.
All right, so would you? So if all the midfielders
getting
you say,
older, bro.
No, but you see, all the midfielders you say, would Curtis Jones start against Man City for you?
No. No, he's not.
No.
But I'm not saying
No.
I'm not saying Curtis Jones is trash. I'm not saying Curtis Jones is trash.
Wait. What midfielder do we sign that's going to start over the three that I mentioned?
For me,
and that's realistic. Don't say someone like KDB. Just be realistic. That's what I'm saying.
Talisman would start. Renato Sanchez would start. I reckon Saul would start.
Whoa.
Over who?
Renato Sanchez wouldn't start over anybody.
Are you serious?
Who does he start over?
Who's Tielemans starting over? He's not starting over Thiago. He's definitely not starting over Henderson.
Fabinho, Thiago, they don't move. So who does he replace?
You think they don't? You think Thiago doesn't move?
Not for Sanchez. No.
I'm not saying for Sanchez. I'm not saying for Sanchez. I'm saying who we could bring in
to this team.
No. I'm not saying that that's the signings to replace these lot. I'm saying these type of signings we should bring in to add into the mix.
No, but what I'm saying because think about Ginny was a starter, right? Remember before we had Thiago, Ginny was starting, innit? Yeah. Obviously, Thiago came to Liverpool. He didn't really start. He missed a few games, and then obviously we've got rid of Ginny now, innit? Who is going to replace? Who's going to be a starter over Thiago, Henderson, and Fabinho? That's a realistic midfielder that we could sign, bro.
No, I hear what you're saying. Don't get me wrong.
Realistic, there isn't. I don't think there isn't.
Yeah, but that does. So that should
we need to replace Ginny. We just need to add depth into our squad. That's what it is. It's not replacing Ginny.
So a change of question. 100% agree. Because that's what I'm saying, isn't it?
Yeah, no. I agree with you both, man. I think that's what we need more.
Even with all the signings that's happened in this transfer window, I still think we got the best starting 11. We might not have the best squad depth, but I still think. But
Fears, this is it though. We keep talking about we've got the best starting 11. Okay, that is fantastic, but I don't really care because you might not get that 11 out every single game in a season. You need to have a good squad.
That's why
last season proved we do not have a good squad.
That's why I said we need depth, though.
That's what I'm saying. And this is it because everyone keeps using. We've got a banging first team squad, so maybe we don't need to. No, I want Salah to be dropped if he's not playing well. I want Trent to be dropped if he's not playing well. But we don't have good enough players who can come in. That's the problem. So these guys, because they can't come in, or even a player who's even adequate enough. I mean, Tsimikas kind of we've seen this season, 2 games, he looks okay. So he might be able to deputize for Andy Robbo. But last year, we didn't see any. So because we didn't see any, now we're thinking Robbo got to play every game. So when he gets injured, what do? We'll play Milner left back. Come on, man. We have to start moving with the times, man. We can't keep this, because they're the best players in the world.
I'm not disagreeing with you, though. I'm not disagreeing.
No. That's what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying, though. This is just more to like the wider fans, like who always think, nah, man, but we've got the best. I don't care. I fully don't care who we have in that team. Anybody can be dropped, and anybody deserves to be dropped if they're not playing well. Surely we can get at least. Look at Firmino. We were sitting there thinking, bruh, will he ever get dropped? We don't have anyone else to replace him. So will he ever get dropped? He was there. Jota comes in. Boom. Now Jota's here. We're sitting thinking, Firmino who? Do you get what I'm trying to say? When 2 years ago, that was inconceivable. You would never have thought that the front three would get broken up kind of thing. Like if one goes, they all go, if that makes sense. Whereas now we're looking at it thinking, now we got a whole next front three. So why can't we do that in other positions? Players can be dropped, man. Players can be dropped. Don't think you're too invincible. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man, I think for me that's where
we need to keep the team on rotation as well, man. Because this is how guys are getting injured. And you know what I'm saying?
Yes, Johnny.
I think what Fear said is spot on. It's not. It's adapting the question. Do we need a junior replacement? We need depth. I mean, some good players, man. Because we can't keep riding that. But our centre backs are good. But we got a backup. But what's the quality? Like in the middle of the pitch, I don't think there's enough quality. When you take out that front three, that's it. Done. So
No, for
Let's
real.
see.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
it's one of them things. But I think we've got until I want to say next
Wednesday,
week.
Tuesday?
Oh, is it next Wednesday?
Yeah, next week.
Next Tuesday or Wednesday, one of them.
Then there you go. So it's like we'll see. We'll see. Come next week. I'm just gonna keep quiet until next week. When next week comes and that transfer window is done, if the only signing we have got is Konate, all I'm saying is we then have to win the league, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. I want every single trophy because that's what they're telling us, is that we have a squad good enough to win every single trophy, or at least the two big ones at the bare minimum.
Yeah,
So
we still got
that would be that.
transfer.
January transfer, bro. We've got Salah, Mane, Keita. They're gone to Africa. So you explain to me now where we're gonna find
real.
3 replacements for these guys. To then this is my thinking. But look, I'm seeing Mbappe on a free from outside Anfield. Like that would be a dope signing. Do you know what I'm saying? That would be an amazing signing. I think we can. That would be a deal. I don't care about the wages. I think that's something that I understand. Of course, we have a wage structure, and I understand you don't want to rip it up and just go completely crazy. But how many Mbappes are there out in the world? I only feel like there's one. So if there's only one,
sometimes you have to break the rules, man. Sometimes you have to break
the bank.
You know what?
Exactly. Sometimes you just got to go that extra mile. You know what I'm trying to say? Haaland as well. Again,
we broke the bank for Van Dijk and Alisson, and look what it.
You know what's mad though? We didn't even break the bank.
So
we sold Coutinho.
We didn't really break the bank.
Nah, but I said for Liverpool, we don't spend like that, bro.
Yeah, I hear that.
So spending 75 million on one player, that's unheard of from Liverpool. You feel me? So that is breaking. Yeah, we saw Coutinho, but yeah, we still had to pop on.
I just think you break the bank and you give people more money, and the whole structure goes out the window, and that's something that Liverpool's not prepared to do.
It's a good question from outside Anfield. What was the one area where we struggled last season with? Think back to last season. Where did we up? Let me know.
I thought it was attack. We didn't score enough goals or attack at all.
I think it was a bit of everything, bro. Because
but we figured the games, Newcastle, Burnley, all of that. Yeah, but do you know what? The defense did enough to see us through the game. Remember, we were still top of the table. We were top of the table in January, and then we just weren't having shots on target. We weren't doing nothing like that.
Yeah, we just wasn't scoring. Losing
we weren't creating any
chances. That was a problem. We just weren't.
So for me, you thought it was defense, but I think attacking was where we wanted our big player step. I'm not going to say it was hard in it, but Mane weren't getting no goals. Bobby weren't doing that. I'm saying Jota was out. It wasn't good enough. So I think attacking was definitely well less done because we weren't defending. We weren't defending as bad as people thought we were. It was just moments, but we had games with no shots on target.
Yeah, I would say attack. The defense, I don't know. I never really saw the big deal with it at a time because I was just thinking, I don't feel the way Liverpool play, I don't really feel it matters who was in the defense. I feel like we could have still just played the same way. You don't get the exact same output, but you get better than what we were getting last season anyway. It just took Klopp 10 years to decide that, okay, maybe now's the time I put 2 centre-backs at the back kind of thing. And that's what I think when that happened, that's when it changed. And I think that's when Klopp realized, done this 10 games ago, maybe we're looking at a different position. Maybe we're not sitting here third. We might have had enough points to get second. You never know. I'm not saying that could have definitely happened, but it's just kind of one of them things. Another question. Okay, so let me ask you. Chelsea struggled, signed a striker. Man City signed Grealish. They feel like they need more from midfield. Yeah, I feel that Jack Grealish posed another option that they didn't have in that kind of team. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You think? You think?
Yeah. I
think they should have broke the bank for Kane rather than breaking the bank for Grealish.
Yeah, their prioritized all wrong for me.
The thing is, I disagree. I disagree because they don't need a striker. That's been proven. They don't need one. They fully do not need one. They could easily go a whole season without another striker. They needed someone.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Nah, we can't sit here and
trust me.
Last season, all the other
without a
teams played
striker,
so bad,
that was
bro.
the problem, bro.
It doesn't matter. They still proved to win a championship with no striker.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry,
that was under different circumstances, bro. Because I reckon if we had our team, there's no way they're finishing like that. There's no way Man United. I'm telling you, bro,
doesn't matter.
They won't do it again this season. They won't do it again this season.
The thing is,
and even financially, it doesn't make sense. Financially, didn't make sense either.
Let's put it this way.
Honestly, it doesn't make sense because you need a striker.
Of course it does. You don't need one, but this is where you're getting it wrong. You don't need a striker. He has proven, he has literally proven he doesn't need one. It doesn't matter if it was last season. It doesn't matter what the circumstances were. He has proven he doesn't need one.
But I shouldn't say different, he doesn't because he's trying to sign a striker. But he's trying to sign a striker. So if you're trying to sign a striker, that means you know you need one.
They're trying to sign a striker, of course.
I'll be so real. I guarantee City won't win this. City won't win the league if they don't sign a striker.
I don't know. I don't know. I could have said that last season when they were 10th with no striker. And look what happened. They ended up winning the league. So I can't confidently back that. I can only back what I've seen.
I back it.
And no one,
trust me, bro.
No one here has seen otherwise. You've seen them win it without a striker. So then that tells me it can be done.
They still had a bit of Jesus and Aguero a little bit, but it's like, bro.
And now they've got Jesus still there, and then they've added Jack Grealish. They've got Raheem Sterling. They've got Fernan Torres. They've got so many players who can play in that striking role. I don't feel that they are.
No, they can play. They can play across the front three.
They ain't Spain, you know. Exactly, they ain't Spain, you know.
They can't really play as a striker.
Again. I'm not disagreeing with anybody in terms of they might necessarily for this season. All I'm going to say, none of you can disagree and say that they can't do it without one because they proved last season to do it without one. So all I'm saying is that I'm not saying that they can't. I'm not saying that they don't need one necessarily. It would make more sense to complete their team if they did have one. But if they didn't get one, I cannot see. I still think Manchester City are coming top 2. So I can't see without Kane. So with Kane, they might win.
With everybody fit, with every team fit. Chelsea, Man United.
I don't feel that Chelsea team over a course of a season is that good. Last season proved that over a course of a season, they're the 4th best team. I think that will continue this season. They've added Lukaku. Outside of that, give me more. Just give me a little bit more. That's all I'm asking for.
What, Chelsea?
I'm not saying they're. I'm not saying they're a poor team.
I'm centre back now, bro. No.
Chelsea to me, Chelsea, you're forgetting, yeah.
Strong favourites. They're strong.
And I think everybody's forgetting. Everybody's forgetting. This is the same team that finished 4th. So again, I can only go on what I've seen. They finished 4th last season, guys.
No,
but they struggled to get 4th.
I hear that.
Yeah, but that was goals.
I hear that.
That was goals.
Bro, they've signed Lukaku. That's definitely.
I can only pick out the facts. The facts is they struggle to get.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
if Werner picks up his pace, that's another minimum 15 goals.
Bro,
they still got Havertz. That's finding his feet now.
We don't need to discredit. Like I'm not bashing any Chelsea players. I'm not bashing Chelsea as a team.
I think your stats always go for or against you in the conversations. I think you can say that. But how many open chances did their problem last season was goals? How many opportunities did Werner have? He could have been that missing goal that could have taken them straight to first place and winning that. They've added somebody who's proven, and so for me, it's like they've signed what they needed. They needed to now strengthen the centre back. Look like they've got the Sevilla centre back, but I still think they are very, very strong contenders for the league, bro. Like I don't think you're right.
And again, I'm not disagreeing with you with these teams. We've seen 2 games. I haven't seen anyone from any team to say who's going to win the league. So I'm not going to back myself in saying I think this team's going to win the league. What I'm trying to say is that until we've seen that at the bare minimum, it's just difficult because I can only go on obviously what we saw. Obviously, last season was last season, and it was a funny season as it is. So it's kind of difficult, but I can only go on what I saw. And they weren't amazing in the slightest. Tuchel came in and just more organized that team. He didn't really make them play any better. He just organized it so that they had more of a structure. They just got more of a structure. They just got more of a structure.
Let's not forget that they won Champions League, bro. Let's not forget that they won Champions League.
And we won the Champions League in 2005 by being the worst team.
And
So
they
it's not like anybody could have won.
And they beat the team that you said on can win without a strike. That can win without a strike and do everything. They beat that team. They would beat that team that you're picking up. They beat that team and beat them in back.
And that team won the league. And that team won the league. That team won the league over a course of 38 games. This team won the game off one game. So
yeah, but they did the double.
It's one game. It's one game. Anybody can win one game. It's not hard.
Yeah, but they played 3 times, and they did the triple.
They only played once in the Champions League final. They only played once in the Champions League final
and twice in that same league.
So no. Champions League final. That's all they played. That's all.
Yeah, but that's where it matters.
They played twice.
We can't keep bringing in all these other competitions, and it doesn't matter. None of them matter when you're playing one game. Of course you can't. How does that make sense? How does that make sense?
Because when you play a team, they show you your last 5 games you've played in it, or they show last adversaries. That's how they look at your record against a team, and they look at how you play. Tuchel.
So you can't beat a team if you've lost to them the last 5 times.
No,
if you lose to a team 5 times,
I'm not saying. But if a manager's come in and beaten you 3 times, you can't say he being a world's best manager. You can't then discredit him. He's done it 3 times.
No one's discrediting them. This is what I'm trying to say. This is why I think people always get it confused. It's like I'm not discrediting Chelsea as a team or anything like that. I think they're a very, very good team. I just don't think they're all that. That's it. That's all it is. It's yes, you won the Champions League. I'm not saying that isn't a fantastic feat. I'm fully not saying that. We won the Champions League in 2005. We didn't deserve to win it, but we won the Champions League in 2005. So that then tells me that over the period of time, we've seen teams.
Yeah, but Chelsea deserved to win.
No.
We've seen teams. We've seen. No, we didn't. We've seen teams who have won the Champions League.
To come back like that, you deserve it, bro.
When we were 3-0 down, did we deserve to win the Champions League at that time?
You can't say we didn't deserve it, bro.
No, but
when we were 3-0 down, did we deserve to win it? When we were 3-0 down in the game,
I thought match ain't 45 minutes, bro.
So when we were 3-0 down, was everyone sitting here saying we deserve to win the Champions League? Is that what you said? We deserve to win Champions League.
I know. I said that 3-3.
Bro, but I said that
3-3.
That's what I'm saying. That is all I am saying, bro.
Yeah, because I remember that day like it's yesterday. Yeah, bro. When I was watching that game, I knew that second half we was gonna turn this shit up, bro. I just had that feeling, man.
I didn't. I thought we was gonna get bumped 10-0 at the bare minimum,
bro. Yeah, Pep bottles the finals, facts. Maybe not the FA Cup and the League Cup, but
not them.
The big finals, yeah, I hear that still.
I don't know. Again, narrative. The brother's got bare trophies in his cabinet. So who's he to tell? Like, you know what I mean? He's got too many trophies. He ain't won it at City, but he's won everything bar 1 trophy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I can't discredit the guy. It's hard to then say, oh yeah, he bottles. He don't really bottle because he's only ever been there once.
Spending billions and then make it to the finals once is kind of embarrassing, though, isn't it?
Billions.
Nah, not at all.
Not millions.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Billions.
We need to stop this narrative. We need to kill this narrative. Because in the last 10 years, who's been the most successful team in England? Who's been the most successful team in England in the last 10 years?
Yeah, but that means nothing in terms of that means nothing going to you.
We can't pick and choose. We can't pick and choose, bro. You're either the most successful team or we don't win one. Like, I don't understand what everybody wants from them. Like, they've been the most successful team for 10 years.
Not even compete. Yeah, but not even to compete on a European level and spend and they've got almost spend as high as everybody else. 1 final.
Again, I hear what you're saying. I fully hear what you're saying, and I do agree to a certain extent.
I'm not discrediting it, but when you spend that type of money, you're expecting certain types of levels you expect or parties you expect it to be in without even.
And I feel that they've bar the Champions League. So I'll say with that, bar the Champions League. Yes. Other than that, City have been the best team for the last 10 years. I don't know about you. But I wouldn't mind being in that position where I've got that many Premier Leagues, I've got that many League Cups, I've got that many FA Cups, and I'm sitting here.
No, I wouldn't mind it. But what I'm saying, when you're spending billions, you should be in Champions League finals. You should be. You should be competing. You shouldn't be talking with the best team in England. We should be screaming with the best team in Europe or in the finals every year.
I agree.
Spend that type of money.
That's why teams get into PSG, bro.
No. I agree. If they spent money on players like that.
Bro.
Go through the list of players. I think people need to do more research. Go through the list of players who Manchester City have bought in the last 10 years. You tell me where they would have had like a very... You tell me how many seasons, should I say, sorry, that they could have won the Champions League. I can promise you it wouldn't have been that many seasons, bro. They haven't had always a world-class team. They don't buy always world-class players. Fernan Torres is not a world-class player. Sterling, when they bought him, he wasn't a world-class player. You can't, like... These players, over time,
but that goes back to your point when you say football is a game of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you say that, but there's teams who have won competitions without, like, our team wasn't seen as the best team in terms of on paper. And you'd think there's players.
By the time we won the Champions League, we were one of the better teams in Europe. So I can't, like, we won it when we were supposed to win.
If we go player for player, in like
at the time when we won the Champions League, yes, who else was better than us at the time we won the Champions League? I'm confused.
So you're telling me there's no strikers? Lewandowski went banging more goals than Bobby. I'm talking about player for players. We didn't have like Bobby. So
one or two.
No, I'm saying in general.
One or two.
Only Bar Salah and Van Dijk. That's all I can really say.
Trent, Alisson, Robbo. They were all world class in their position when we won the Champions League. Have you guys forgotten? Or
I'm saying it's a whole starting 11. No, I'm saying the whole starting 11. The whole starting 11 that we had. If you compare them player to player inside in Europe, are you telling me we've had the best team? That's it. Okay, player for player.
We haven't had the best.
Not
team,
player for player, but in certain positions, yes, we've had the best players in those positions.
Because remember the game that we beat Barcelona. Look at the team we put out. So I don't think people can always say, player, distant player.
That team didn't win the Champions League, but that team didn't win the Champions League.
But it beat a team that's
did that team face Spurs in the final to win the Champions League? Yes or no?
That doesn't matter. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm trying to make
it's the exact point that you're making, G. You're trying to say that they don't player for player, we didn't have like the very best of the best. So I'll take out Messi, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, and maybe a couple others.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, they didn't have the best for best to compete. Yeah. I'm saying not every squad has the best to compete, and they can still win. You can still win things.
No. But the misconception that you've got in your head, and it seems like all fans have got in their head, is that Man City have gone out there and bought the very best players for all these billions. And I'm like, well, they bought some players were kind of a bit not bog standard, but like they weren't that great. Pep's turned them into great players. Ake, Zinchenko, John Stones. Who else was even back there that they bloody well? Rodri. Who else did they got up top? Jesus. Again, I didn't even know who he was until I didn't even know who he was. Man City signed him. He turned into this player that I'm trying to say, like, I'm not saying these players are dead. They're sick players, super sick players. Fernan Torres, I promise you that he's not someone who is going to light up the whole world. But in 2-3 years' time, I expect him to be in that position to do so. And that's the point I'm just trying to make, is that I just think that we all get onto Pep so much. Yes, and I agree. He has spent dumb amount of money. He should have got a Champions League, and he should have probably even more than one, maybe in the time that he's potentially been here.
He should. No, even probably he should. Easy.
And I do agree with that to an extent, but I'm not going to sit here and bash him and act like, I'm not going to bash Man City and act like as if to say, I wouldn't be happy if I was in their position right now of being the most successful side in the last 10 years. And it's only going up from here. They don't look like going back. So it's a bit.
No. I agree with you in that sense. I would be sitting, it's like, would you rather be sitting in or whatever. I would 100% rather be on that side and saying I'm winning the Premier League, I win everything. It's just we can't get over that. Obviously, I'd rather be on that side. I'm just saying sometimes I don't think you need the best. Like when you spend that type of money, you're expecting to be turning up VIP throughout the back door of clubs and parties.
You don't always have to be the best. You don't always, because
I was gonna say, like,
you don't have to
when we won the Champions League, but let's be real, innit? Best, yeah. I would say because Salah was on form from the previous season, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We won the Champions League the season after, and we finished second in the league. Yeah. Salah on fire, and Van Dijk. Alisson. Trent was good, but I wouldn't say Trent was world class. Robertson, very good at that stage. I think he became world class kind of after the Champions League. After the Champions League, you feel me? We didn't have It wasn't just world class players at Liverpool. I think it was just realistically Alisson, Van Dijk, and Salah, bro. Let's be real. So you don't always have to have the best players, bro.
We went to the finals the year before that as well. We was Lovren at centre back. It was Karius in goal. I'm just saying, like, so that's the point I was trying to make is that sometimes our momentum took us through a lot of games and
exactly. I agree.
So when we're screaming like, he ain't spent on average players.
It's a lot of things. It's team cohesion. It's the manager.
But this is look the conversation we're having now. I just think this is not the conversation that people are actually having when they think about Pep. They're just thinking money. He spent this much. This needs to happen. Do you know what I'm trying to say? All I'm saying, I fully agree with both of you. I think what you both said is 100% true. You don't need to have the best team, as we've proven over time, and we've seen other teams come in, win it, and they weren't even that good. Like, you don't need to have the best. But what I am saying is, I just don't want people to start thinking that he went out and bought 10 Lionel Messis, when in reality, he bought Joe Bloggs down the road, who just happened. He bought Jack Grealish for 100 million. Like, that's not his fault. Do you get what I'm saying? But now he's going to get judged on that because he's like, well, right, you just spent 100 million on a guy who was playing championship football 2 years ago. Do you get what I'm trying to say? These are the kind of things. But in 2 seasons' time, we might be looking back at Jack Grealish and thinking, right, he is blatantly the best English player we've ever seen after Wayne Rooney. Or like, you know, them ones that like it could just turn out to be one of them kind of things.
I definitely agree with you. I definitely what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. You are right in the sense of no one really. I mean, we're having a Man City discussion, but they don't. They say
this is what Man City are doing to us,
bro. Let's keep it relevant and get back to the question. Who would you like to sign for Liverpool?
All right, cool. We'll go through.
And keep it realistic.
One sign.
Not keep it realistic.
Yeah.
You can start.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know now, man. I'm at the point now where I'm so stressed and resourced out of people. I could think. You know, I was a big fan of Renato Sanchez, but no one's feeling him. He's injured now.
He's injured.
Yeah. I don't know who I would sign. I can't lie to you, man. I want an attacker, but I don't know. I don't know who realistically to sign. I can't lie to you. My head is frazzled. Everyone I thought I'd want is basically ruled out. So,
what about you, T?
So just quickly, Fabrizio Romano, he put out earlier on today. Now, obviously, me and he was talking in the group chat, and obviously I asked you in the group chat, you know, who do you think we're gonna, you know what I mean, who do you think we're gonna sign and stuff like that? And one of the names that you mentioned was obviously Saul Niguez. Unfortunately, Chelsea look like they want to kind of sign Saul Niguez. So we're kind of in exactly, roll your eyes because you know it's true.
I had a loan as well.
I would have
an initial loan. That is wild.
An initial loan, and I would have originally. I probably would have gone with Saul Niguez because I like him in midfield. I'll be honest. I'm with I don't know. I don't know. There isn't one. I don't know who we would actually sign as even realistic anymore because I didn't think we'd even sign Konate, and somehow we got Konate. What about you, Fizz?
Is Mbappe realistic?
Nah, bro. We are depleted Liverpool fans right now.
Yeah.
Mbappe is not moving over to probably January or next year, innit? These are free. And you know us, we'll say, why are we going to sign him now when we can take him on a free next season and just try to play that game?
Exactly.
But would you rather that though? If you knew that 100% we'll get Mbappe next season, we're not signing him, no one.
Yes.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
But that's that's not.
It might be that though. You never know, bro.
Bro, if
you actually don't know the way Mbappe's moving.
Just to let everybody know, as a disclaimer, by the way, Fizz has been screaming Mbappe to Liverpool for about 2 seasons. So if it doesn't happen and he moves somewhere else, we know who to come to. Continue.
No, but at the end of the day, remember he's still young, innit? So he can still end his career at Liverpool, bro. You never know, innit? So you can't really get onto me like that. But man, Mbappe to Liverpool, I think that's a sign obviously that I want. I don't know if it will happen, but we'll see, innit? I can't really pick anyone else. That's it. Mbappe.
Guys, let us know below who you would even choose as a realistic signing for Liverpool this summer, January. We'll keep it this season. And yeah, let us know.
We're getting a couple on Twitter, people adding us. I'm gonna give a big shout out to Johnny as well, because he's literally going ham on our Twitter, like literally.
Yes, man, Johnny. Yes, big up yourself.
So,
big up yourself.
All on Twitter. You know what I mean? We got some Haalands and some unrealistic. We got some, but no one that's like, it's not. I ain't seen no realistic ones. I'm depleted. I'm done talking about this depression subject.
I think that is the perfect way to end this evening's segment. Thank you for you both, Fizz. Thank you for joining me tonight on Transfer Watch. Viewers, listeners, watchers, thank you all for joining in and participating in tonight's conversation. We'll be back next week. Same again with some transfer news. We are hoping next week we've got Haaland and Mbappe sitting either side of us, but we'll move if we don't. Heck, I'll take anyone. I'll take Bogdan at this present moment in time just to make it look like but yes, please, guys, like, follow, share, subscribe. Links all down below. And as I like to say, guys, please have a lovely and warm evening. Boom.
Sweet.